Hi guys, welcome to another video from A Coach Called Life. My name is Swami, and today I would like to talk to you about this this experiencing of reality as something bizarre, as something really alien-like, which is sometimes referred to as derealization. And this is one of the most scary symptoms of DPDR. When I started first experiencing this symptom, I thought I was going to go mad. I thought I was losing my grip on reality, and I was really scared. And I'm gonna let you know on a little bit of I'm gonna give you some tips, or I'm actually gonna try to talk through it and see if the way that I helped myself can also help you or not. Okay, right off the bat, I'm going to say that what you're experiencing, this reality as something bizarre and weird. What you're experiencing is in a way it is the truth. Like, reality is bizarre, reality is weird, and that's what you're experiencing. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by reality is bizarre and reality is weird? Reality is something is such a vast, big experience, but because of our conditioning, we experience reality as a very narrow, one-dimensional experience. When I say conditioning, I'm talking about the way that you've been raised. Not just you, like most of us in general in this day and age who grew up in a civilized society, are raised to believe that reality is a very narrow thing. That the ideals that we were taught are like, we must go to school, like excel in school, get a job, try to climb the corporate ladder, start a family, raise kids, and continue the cycle, right? That's the ideal in most societies. But then reality itself is not that. Reality itself is just something. Just think about it. We are these atoms that have come together by some strange force, and we exist, and we have all of these sensory experiences, and we can see things, and we can hear sounds, and we can understand each other. Nobody everybody actually takes that for granted, and nobody questions that, right? Nobody questions that because we have grown to we've gotten so accustomed to this experience. It's this classic case of there's a joke where two fish or two young fish are in the sea, and they come across an old fish, and the old fish says hey boys, how's the water today? And then the young fish are asking what is water? Which goes to say that the fish are they live in water and they are accustomed to it, so they don't even know that, they don't even have a concept of water, right? So in the same way, we have gotten so used to reality in one way that we think that is the only reality, right? We think reality can only be this small sort of experience, and then we go through depersonalization or derealization, and then we start to see this this multifaceted form of reality, and then it scares us because our culture and our conditioning has not equipped us to handle this part of reality, handle this side of reality or this side of nature itself. But if, for example, you were born in an Aboriginal society, if you were born 6,000 years ago in a tribal society, and you have such experiences, those societies actually had a framework for dealing with such experiences. They would call it spiritual awakening or spiritual emergency, and then you could go talk to the shaman or the medicine doctor, and that person will be able to guide you through such an experience. But in our day and age, we don't have such help from people. When we talk about certain these experiences, you will probably hear people say like, oh, you need to go see a psychiatrist, you need to take like antipsychotics, and I'm like, I think to a certain extent, if you are really struggling with these things, those things are fine. Like, you probably have to be on some sort of medication, but that should not be the first resort, right? The first resort should be to trying to understand that what you're experiencing is indeed, it's based on truth, that reality is indeed bizarre, reality is indeed weird. And at the end of the day, that's fine, because reality is multifaceted, and we're kind of like waking up to experiencing reality in a more wholesome way than we're used to. It can scare you, and you might not want to experience this reality at all. You're just probably thinking like, I just want to go back to my old self, and that will eventually happen. And how that's going to happen is that what was normal before, now has the normal limit has been like raised above, and you're somewhere in here, and you're utterly confused as to like what's normal, what's not. But then over time, this experience is going to become the new normal, and you will get accustomed to it. And after a while, you'll start to like go on about with your life. You'll go to your job, you'll like engage with in your hobby, you'll probably go have a relationship with someone, engage with the world in the way that you used to. And that's exactly what happened to me. Right now, even like I experience reality from time to time as this like bizarre thing, but it doesn't scare me anymore. In fact, I find it like really intriguing, and sometimes I even like consider it as a gift that lets me see reality in its fullness, in its rawness, and through acceptance and surrendering to this experience, I have actually like let this experience be integrated into myself. And that's the key to recovery, is that you have to be able to like accept and love it for it to integrate into yourself. I've said a lot, and maybe I can explain it in another video. I could go into a little bit more of into details about this. But if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and I'll try my best to reply to them. And I hope this video has helped you in some ways, and I'm looking forward to share more with you soon. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.